Welcome back to Opachan Chatter. You're here with me now. We're recapping um, Vanderpump Rules, episode season 10, episode 13, I believe. Either way, it's called Lady in the Glamp, and the scene starts off with um, Tom lying, saying that he never slept with Raquel. So we know that not to be true, and um, and he's in the car right now with Tom. He's driving. Tom is driving, and he's in there with Ariana. I think Raquel is with them and the other Tom because it's Raquel's 28th birthday, and she's never been camping, and she wanted to go camping. So she's never went camping before, but she thought that she would like glamping. So Sheena is also with them, Brock, and I think they bringing Summer to their little girl for her to spend this time. So anyway, they arrive at this desert farm like made. It's not real grass. It's like artificial turf, and they got the yurts that they sleep in. They got one for the men and one for the women. And they're just going, they glamping. But it's being catered by the people that own this particular glamping ground. Um, so let me see what else is going on. I'm sorry, because it's just a couple days old. Okay, so while they're there, the first thing they do is they feed the animals. They look like it's a nice place to relax at. So they rub the pigs' bellies and they get to feed the animals. They got to smash pumpkins to feed the animals. And so they showing how they taking pictures and they sitting around talking with each other. And now we paying back to Lala got a new office building and she rented a space, I guess, to take some pictures of her endeavor, her business endeavor with Katie and CK, which is Christina Kelly, are going to be some of her models there. And so James comes to visit her, and Lala tells her, hey, did you know that Ariana spent the night at Tom's house while Ariana was visiting her grandmother was dying? And Lala just putting the pieces together like, there's something going on with them too. It's just something that's not right. Even when we was at the pool party, we were all at a pool party and Tom was there. And when he was there, Ariana called up, said that her grandmother had died. And he could have left and went home, but he stayed there 2 more hours. But the whole time he was there, he was with Raquel. So she putting little pieces together, and she just tells James, I think, she doesn't say they think they smashing, having sex. She thinks that he's attracted to her because he's giving off the same type of energy he was when he was dating Crystal and trying to fuck around with Ariana. He was doing had that same type of behavior. So James said, ooh, if that's true, then that's a mess. Uh, okay. Then they pan over to Lisa Vanderbilt's house. Now, Lisa Vanderbilt, what's going on there is that Lisa Vanderbilt is they having a sandwich tasting with Katie. And the Ken comes in and said, do you know that Raquel spent the night at Tom's place while Ariana was away? And then Lisa confirms to her husband, who I call Barry Manilow, confirms that, because he looked like him to me, an older version, heavier version. So Lisa says, yeah, I know. And then Katie's like, what are you talking about? What do you know? So she says that the same shit. She spent the night at Tom's house while Raquel's gone. But Lisa said she's going to get to the bottom of it. So Lisa going to get the scoop. So later on in the day, it shows, okay, now we're going back to it's dark, it's later now, and we back at the farm. I'll just knock shit out as I can. At the farm, and Ariana says, I want to talk to you about this thing that happened when I was gone with where Raquel spent my night at my house. Raquel is my friend. I love her. She loved me. I think she's great. Right before this scene, okay, never mind, stay in this scene. You got her saying that how thinks she great she is, and then then Rashina tells Ariana, yeah, you know how Katie do. She'll just say some shit, and that's what she did. So she said, yeah, I'm gonna talk to her about that, but we're real good friends. So anyway, you see them all at the table having drinks. This is before it get dark, having drinks. And Raquel gives this speech of how everybody there at the table. She knows she met everybody because of James, and now they're her and James aren't together no more, seeing that he was her peach in her pit on the same that it took her a lot of guts to, after he spent $25,000, it took her a lot of guts, and all them people came to her engagement party, it took a lot of guts to say she was going to back down, so she proud of herself, and she glad they are friends, and they all, and then the Tom that's having sex with her expresses how much he's seen her growth and how he appreciate her, and then of course, she does some obvious shit, like say, you got a little sour cream, you got a little homemade ranch right here. And then he kind of, oh, she's watching me, and wipe it off. So, you know, just little shit. So anyway, it's they done fed the animals. They done, Raquel, they stand in line for this barbecue. The meat looked a little bit dry. No, it looked like it was going to be good. The food like it was going to be good. So, you know, they was eating, and Raquel, she sloppy. She knocked over the homemade ranch dressing. But they all seemed like they had a good time just sitting around. And after they have dinner, I believe they come over to Raquel and they ask her to, and Tom presented her with some vintage glasses. I don't know if the vintage mean they're expensive or not, but she got, I think they do. I think they probably was probably about $3. I'm saying in my head probably $200 to $350. Well, he fucking, I mean, he having sex with her. So let's say he probably, I would cut the max off anywhere from $250 to almost $5. He probably spent a little bit of cheese on her. But side note, y'all, I don't know if I said this before in my other recaps. Excuse my nails. I've been in the hospital. I've not been able to go get a pedicure or anything. Or manicure. This pedicure is what she. Anyway, they say he stink. They say he's funky, his body, and then when you look at him, he do look a little bit greasy, huh? Anyway, so we're gonna go back. So, we still at the ranch with them. They present her with the glasses, and they ask her what she wanted to be when she grew up, and she say, I think her parents are well-to-do, and she says her parents getting her ass because then all she doing is waitressing, but look like she made pretty good money there. But anyhow, she goes, they see her in her confessional because she's talking about herself and how she aged out of pageantry because that's something that she really wanted to do, how her life path was. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. She talking like she higher than me. So she's during this time. So anyway, she says that when you're in the pageantry world, your life is pretty much mapped out for you. And I was like, that can't really be true either, because if it was mapped out for you since you was a little girl, how the fuck you don't know you aged out of the pageantry? Why is that devastating to you? So, I mean, because if that shit was mapped out, you would know. It's just like me. I know as a little girl, if I wanted to be a doctor, that I had to be smart in school. It wasn't no shit. I know I'm saying this is not smart. I'm just saying, like, if you want to join the service, you know, they kind of age requirement. That's a better example. They have an age requirement. Now, if you know you wanted to go in the service since a little girl, so you look on stuff that's got something to do with that career. Anyway, I don't know what the fuck she was talking about. But when she said wanted to be a role model and this and that and that and this and that and another thing, and she around here getting booty out of drawer, kissing anything that moves, that to me is crazy. So, get yourself together. So anyway, I'm done with them. So anyway, Lala, like I said, she's so busy somewhere doing Perry Mason, and so her and Katie and all them get together at her photo shoot for her line of medications and stuff. Not medications. I gotta plug this thing up. It's saying that it's my battery about to die. We were saying stuff like what is it saying? Oh, okay, about her business stuff. So they sitting out the place that she runs. It seems really, really nice, and they taking pictures and they talking about women supporting women because Christina Kelly is having an event that night to promote her health line. I think it's called Heartstrings or something. It's lip gloss and face toners. This shit for your body, health, beauty stuff, beauty line stuff. So they sitting there and they talking about how that's going for them, you know, how they feel good about each other. And then they kind of get on the Raquel a little bit. I'm just sick. I just want this shit to be busted because I'm just tired of dealing with it. And seeing that I know the end result of this, it's just fucking with me. It sounds like when they start talking, it's like a bunch of lies and bullshit. Or I feel like I don't want to hear that. If you knew what she was doing, you wouldn't stay in this thing. So anyway, we offer that. So anyway, the ladies talking, they decide they want to, since Lala has the property for the whole day, they're going to chill out there and spend their time together. So the next thing I have is, I think my notes on the floor. Okay, so anyway, the next thing I know I can remember is it's the event for Christina Kelly. Let me move this along. And it's at a nice, I think it's at Tom Tom's, and her mom is there. Okay, Katie, the outfits. I kind of like with, I love Ariana's bag. That's the only thing. Her purse that she had was awesome. So anyway, the ladies come in. Christina Kelly events looks nice. And the first person I think she sees is Lala, and Lala is dressed very nicely. And she says, "Oh my goodness, good, you got the memo to dress chic." And then something about me get lost when I see the other time. He just look greasy and sloppy and with the mustache and the hair everywhere. He just look, and he look like he stank. Anyway, from on the camera. So anyway, the other Tom come in and he see Katie and asks if she want to drink, and he says she treating me like she don't want to fuck with you, dude. You done burnt her. She not actually do some shit. You ain't do it, and she not gonna be happy about it. She's not gonna kiss your ass. She treat me like you did something wrong. You did do something wrong. Stop saying like you acting like it ain't acting. You did some shit that she wasn't in agreement with. So get yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? I like Raquel's outfit. It's like dangerous, sexy, but it's cute though. Still got a lot. It's sexy, but still got class. Like, I don't think a woman gotta show her whole body out, but I think she look nice. I don't like what Katie got. I don't think her mother's dressed. She dressed like an old lady, and actually her mother's dressed a lot younger than her. I don't like that sweater thing she got on. So anyway, you got Ariana asked to speak to Katie, and she talks to her and says, "I thought you told somebody this about me, but this ain't what it's going to be. I'm going to go into business with you. We're going to open up this shop together, and I don't want no shit to be that you talking about behind my back, because it's not the type of person I roll with. Now, I know you don't like old girl, and I know she did something wrong, but I ain't going to cut her at the stake for kissing her man that you ain't even with no more, and I thought it was fucked up too, and I don't like that she did that, but she my friend, and I like her, and I don't want this to be what it is." So Katie apologizes for whatever way she rubbed the situation wrong, because, you know, she feeling a certain way about herself, but apparently they're supposed to squash that. But Lala is still working her Perry Mason. She ain't clocked out yet from being a private detective. So somehow or another we see in the scene where it's Ariana and it's Lala, and she's saying, well, you called him, he still had 2 hours. The dude left with him. When you called, I was standing there listening to the whole shit, and he had a ride. Yeah, he had a ride, but he let his ride leave. But Tom told me he was taking shit. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here and do with you. Let's just get Tom. So she tell Tom, hey, you told me that your ride left you, and you didn't know he was left because you was in the bathroom taking shit. But Lala told me you was standing up. Tell him, Lala. And Lala said, well, he was standing right here next to you. You had like a whole 2 hours. You knew he was leaving when he said he was leaving because he told you he was leaving. And I don't remember you taking no shit. I just remember you being with Ariana. So he's still lying. He looked greasier and sweatier and dirtier as he talks. You can tell he's lying because I can tell he's lying. Oh, and then why is he at her event looking like that? She says chic and nice. His other partner look nice. Why he look shitty? He just showed up. I put on my paper, he just showed up from washing some cars. Okay, so anyway, you see that's going on. And I guess I didn't do a real good recap of this. I'm just sick of this shit. I'm just sick of this, you doing it. You cheating. I want them to come on with this. And if you didn't like this recap, I'm sorry. I swear I think this when I was getting really, really sick last week. And I just was like, I'm sick of this, looking at this shit. Yeah, the best part was when Ken said his shit. When Ken the one just thinking he holding the dime, that he throwing the rock. And so anyway, I appreciate you being here with me this morning. I'm sorry that my recap is late. I'm gonna try to catch up. I gotta do a few more, and then I should be good. And let's hurry up and get this season over with. And I'm excited about the Atlanta recap, and I'm excited about this vineyard, this Martha's Vineyard with the black people. So hey y'all, check me out later. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. Like, comment, or not. Do whatever you're going to do, because, I'm just trying to make friends. And if you're trying to make friends, I'd appreciate that. I think if I'm begging you to do it, then that means you ain't really like me. So, with that, I'm going to go. Have a good one. Bye.